I think we'll get started. Shruti ma'am, you can go ahead and start the class.
Okay, actually, I was not able to hear anything. I was not
Correct.
able.
I know the kids are all quiet, but you can just get started with the class itself.
Okay, fine, I'll start. But why I'm not able to see anybody?
Yeah, even I'm. Now you'll see everyone. You see everybody now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, get started. So this is your maths class. After that, we'll have a little review. So probably the first maths class, probably 12:40. I'll meet you all again.
Okay, welcome back, children. Now we'll start with the maths class today. Uh, okay, first I'll share the screen and then we'll start with the class. So, just a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'm going to share the screen now. Can you see the screen, all of you?
Yes.
Okay. So today we are going to start with integers. All of you know maths. Maths means numbers, not only numbers, many things are there now since you have come to grade 7 and 8. So you have done so many topics, you know algebra, you know geometry, then you have triangles, Pythagoras theorem. So many things are there in maths, not only numbers. But in real life, you know how, where we use maths, wherever you go. So suppose if you go to a shop, you want to buy something. If you want to buy something, what you will say, how much is this for? So what he will say the price in numbers. So numbers are important. Then what you do, you pay the money, then you take back the change. So what you are doing, you are doing addition, subtraction, all those things. So these are the operation that we are going that we study in maths. These are the various topics. Now basically what is maths? Maths is tool to study something. In physics also you want maths. So basically maths is made as a subject, but it is a tool which is applied in various fields of life. Okay, so now your first topic, we are going to start with integers. So this is our first topic. You know what are integers. I know you must have heard integers word already, but we are just going to do some basic things so that because the base should be clear, and then only you will be able to do the bigger, larger operations on numbers and integers. So now we'll start with this. Before that, I just want you to have this small guess. Now, can you guess? Can you guess this? This is 9. This figure is 1. Then what is this figure equal to? See, some relation is there. Why this is 9 and why this is 1? Can anybody find the relationship in this picture? In these two given things? Can you find a relationship? What is 9 in this and what is 1 in this?
4. 4.
Good. This is 4. That means the intersection points are written over here. The intersection points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. One on intersection point over here. So this is 1. And what is this then? This will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, understood this? So this was just a game. Now we'll start with our topic, which is integers. Now, before integers, we should know what are various numbers. You know what are various numbers, whatever counting numbers are there, but all the numbers are again divided into various parts. We'll study in higher classes real numbers and non-real numbers, irrational numbers, rational numbers, but for now we'll be studying only this much, rational numbers. You know what are rational numbers? You must have done in 5th, 6th standard. What are rational numbers? Anybody can tell me? In layman language also you can say. If you know the definition, you can say the definition also. What are rational numbers, or any example you can see? What are rational numbers? Yes, Farhana, you're muted. I cannot hear. You're saying something?
Rational numbers are basically whole numbers, natural numbers, integers, and fractions.
Okay, it is there on the board, so you can say that yes, rational numbers include all these numbers. Basically, rational numbers, when we study the definition, the rational numbers are those numbers which are written in the form of P by Q, where Q, the denominator, should not be 0. If it is 0, then it is not a rational number. Okay, then it is undefined number. Understood? So rational numbers can be written in the form of P by Q, you know the fraction, something by something, numerator by denominator, and the denominator should not be 0. That is the definition of rational number. Understood this? Now, the rational numbers can be divided, can be expressed in various forms. Rational number can be whole numbers also. Whole numbers are the numbers which start from 0 and it will count till all the counting numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till you can count. You will go on counting. All the numbers starting from 0 are whole numbers, and this is very important to remember because whole numbers and natural numbers are different. So what is the difference between natural number and whole number? In natural number you don't have a 0. Only from 1, 2, 3, 4 and all the counting numbers from 1 is called as natural number. So whole number has 0 and natural number together. Correct? Whole number has only 0 in it and also the natural numbers present. And natural number has no 0 in it. All the counting numbers are natural number. Then we have fractions. Fractions you already know. 2 by 3 is a fraction, 4 by 5 is a fraction, 1 by 2 is a fraction. So all these are fractions. Even this number here, these whole numbers and natural numbers, the denominators are 1. So that is why they are also rational numbers, or you can say these also come in rational numbers. Then we have integers. Now integers, what we are going to study today are integers. Integers means you have positive natural number, negative natural number, and a 0 in between. So that all the numbers, including negative of natural number, zero and positive natural number, includes integers. So integer is the biggest set. Understood? So this thing is clear. This should be clear. What are whole numbers? What are natural numbers? What are integers? Understood? Fractions you already know. So these are, any doubt is there till here? Till here, any doubt is there? No? Okay. Next is, so you can see the examples on the slide. Whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will go on. Natural number will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, it will go on till you can count. And integers will start from, I have not put dot dot over here, it will start from minus infinity, means minus 99, whatever number in the negative side you will count, you will come from there to 0 to 1, 2, 3, and it will go on. So both the side dots should be there. Okay, so both the side it goes to infinite numbers. And fractions are written like this: 2 by 3, 4 by 5, all those fractions are written like this. So these are the numbers. Now coming to the next slide, understanding integers. Integers, I already told you, types of integers are 0, then positive numbers. Yes.
Ma'am, do we have to use the school notebook that we have been given?
Yes, use maths notebook, another notebook. Make different notebook for maths. Science is a different notebook. Use another notebook for maths, and you have to solve the question. Always try mentally. If you are solving, that is fine, but bigger questions you need to solve. So always try to write all the steps and solve, because sometimes what happens when you are solving the question, although it appears it is very easy, but sometimes when you miss the step, sometimes you miss the sign or positive thing, and you may knowingly, means you know the concept also, and still you make silly mistakes. So that is why I will suggest you that do all the simple steps when you are doing the questions. Understood? Even if it is very simple. Afterwards, when you practice a lot, you get a lot of practice and you are doing always correct, then you can skip one or two simple steps. Understood? So when now you are, now you know, now you have, all of you have taken your notebooks. Now you have your notebooks and pen with you, maths notebook. Okay, because we'll be doing questions, so you have to do it in the notebook.
I didn't get any notebook.
Who is this?
Me.
Tell your name.
Yeah,
Abdullah Sirkis.
Abdullah, you'll have to buy a notebook in Dubai. Couriers are not there right now.
Acha, Abdullah.
Don't worry, Abdullah. I will inform you. But just pick up any book as of now. They all have got a spiral book. Any book is fine, Abdullah.
Yeah, any notebook you can take, because you need a notebook for maths. So you need to practice. Okay, let us, okay, what we were doing, integers. Integers involve three types of integers are there. I already told you: 0, positive integer, and negative integer. So only three types of integers are there, and this will cover the whole integer part: negative number, positive number, and 0. 0 will always be greater than all the negative integers, and all the positive integers will be greater than 0, will be greater than the negative integers. Okay, so this is clear. Okay, moving on. Okay, number line. Now it is very important to represent any number on the number line. Any number can be represented on a number line. You know how to represent. A number line is a straight line with arrows on both the side. Arrows on both the side shows that it is extending on both the ends. So you can extend it till any point. So arrows should be there on a number line. And then you mark the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 at equal distances. 0 in between, and on the right hand side you will write the positive integer, and on the left hand side of 0 you will have a negative integer. So this way you have to draw a number line. Any number, if I say just point a number 2 on the number line, what you will do, you will put a dot over here and a circle around the dot will make, I'll show you how to make it. See, you will put a dot over here too, and you will make a circle like this. It's a very shabby circle, but a small circle, you will draw a symmetric circle like this. Understood? When it is asked to plot a number on a number line. So just you have to do like this. Okay, I'll just remove this pen. Okay, so this is a number line. This concept is clear. How to draw a number line. Important thing is you have to mark all the numbers at equal distances. Put 2 arrows on both the ends to show that this number line extends on both the side. Okay. So now next is adding of integers on the number line. Now using number line, how will you add integers? So for adding, whenever plus sign is there, always remember that plus sign is the right hand side and negative sign is on the left hand side. Okay, so always remember like this. Whenever we are adding something, you are making plus 2. If you are doing, you will move plus 2 on the right hand side, and if you are taking minus 2, you will move towards the left hand side. So positive is for right hand side and negative is for left hand side. You will remember this because you already know that positive numbers are on the right hand side of 0 and negative numbers are on the left hand side of 0. So let us add 2 and 3. You know this by experience that 2 and 3 is 5. You already know this. But using number line, how will you add it? First, you need to draw a number line. Then first number is 2. So you will start from 2. You will have this point. Don't mark it here. Then 2 may you have to add 3. So you will take 3 jumps towards right because it is plus. So I will move 3 counters towards right. And first step is always you have to draw a number line. The steps are same. Draw a number line, mark at equidistant all the numbers, and whatever question is given, according to that you will mark the numbers. Because in my question it is 2 plus 3, so I need from -1 to suppose 7, 8 till there. I need the numbers on the number line. Don't start from 40, 41, 42 because that is not there in the picture. Okay, so you have to see the question and draw the number line according to the question. So what is my question and what will be my frame of numbers that I have to take on number line. But it should be in the sequence. See, here they have started from 0 and -1 because negative numbers are not involved in my question. So only 2 plus 3. So I'll start from 2 plus 3. I have to do, for doing plus, I have to jump 3 on the right hand side. So 3 jumps on the right, what I'm getting? 1, 2 and 3. 3 jumps on the right, I'm getting 5. So 5 is the answer. Understood how to add numbers on the number line? You have, when you are adding something, you have to jump on the right hand side, and first step is first number you have to start from the first number. So I'll find out 2 on the number line and plus 3 I have to do. So I'll do 3 jumps on the right hand side, and then I'll see where have I reached. I have reached to 5. So my answer is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. This is using number line. This is a simple question. I'm just showing you you already know 2 plus 3 is 5, but this is just for how to draw it through number line, how to solve this question using number line. Okay, so number line should be in your mind always. It is not there that number line always you will not be drawing the number line, but suppose some specific question is asked that add using number line, then you should know how to do it. But even if you are not drawing the number line and solving, the number line should be there in your mind. And it should be clear that right hand side, I have to move right hand side when I'm doing plus, and I have to move left hand side when I'm doing minus. Okay, so this thing you have to remember while addition. So start here, move 3 to right, and you will end here. So wherever you are ending is your answer. So this way you are solving the questions. Okay, now next is how do we subtract?
Ma'am, a number line is infinite, right?
Yeah, number is. Yes, please ask again. It was not clear. Can you write it in the chat because I'm not able to hear? You can write it in the chat. Who is asking?
Ma'am,
Yes.
a number line can be infinite, right?
Number line can, it will go to infinite. See, infinity is not any number. We say that it goes to infinity. That means that is an uncountable number, imaginary thing. Understood? So it arrow on both the direction shows that it will go till where you want to count. Infinity, always remember, is not a number. It is infinite or uncountable number which you are not reaching there. Got it? Who was this? Please tell me your names also, because
Amina.
Amina. Okay, clear, Amina? Is that clear?
Yes.
You got your answer, no? So it extends on both the side. You can say towards infinity. It is not because infinity you cannot hold. You cannot count infinity. So it tends to go towards infinity. You can say like that. Understood? Infinity you cannot hold, you cannot count, you cannot say what is it. It is an indefinite thing. So you will say that the number line goes towards infinity on both the sides, minus infinity and plus infinity. Okay, so addition of negative integer is, let us add 4 and minus 3. I told you whenever negative comes, you have to move towards left. So again, we'll draw a number line. Where will we start? We'll start from 4. So I'll start from 4 here, minus 3. So I have to shift 3 jumps. I have to take towards left hand side. So 4, say 3 jumps if you are taking, you're taking towards your left. Where you have reached, it is 1. So the answer is plus 1. Understood? How to do this? This is a simple concept. How to add and subtract numbers on number line. So you'll start here, start at 4. First number should be the first number given. So you'll start at 4, then plus, then it is minus 3. So minus is coming, plus and minus is minus. So minus will be towards left. So you'll reach here. So this is your answer. Now, subtraction of integers on the number line. Suppose we have a positive integer 5 minus 2. We move to left on the, I already told you. So 5 minus 2 is how much? 5. 2 jumps towards left. Answer is 3. Okay, this thing is clear. How to use number line to add and subtract. Now, subtraction of a negative integer. Suppose you have 3 minus 2. So minus and minus, if this is the number minus and then minus, so 2 minus makes a plus. So this is 3 plus 2. So how will you add? This will be 3. First you will start from 3 and plus 2 is towards the right hand side. So 2 jumps on the right, you will get 5. Anywhere any doubt is there, please interrupt and ask the questions, because if the basic is not clear, then you won't be able to do the complex questions. Understood? So anywhere any doubt is there, interrupt and you can ask at that time only. Okay, next one is, okay, so these are few important points that you have to remember, and the points are, every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. This thing is clear. I already told you the right hand side number is always greater than any number which is falling on its left hand side on the number line. Okay, so 1 is always greater than 0. 4 is always greater than minus 25. Okay, tell me minus 100 and 2. Which number is greater?
2.
2.
2 is greater, because on the number line 2 is on the right hand side and minus 100 is on the left hand side. Okay, so always visualize numbers on the number line and you will be able to know. Minus 20 and minus 45, which number is greater?
Minus 20.
Minus 20.
Because minus 20 is on the right hand side of minus 45. Okay, so whichever number is on the right hand side will always be greater than the number which is on the left hand side. 0 is always less than any positive integer and 0 is greater than every negative integer. When 2 positive integers are added, you just add, you get a positive number, right? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 7, you will get a positive number. 100 plus 100, a positive number. Okay, but when 2 negative integers are added, what do we do? What answer you will get? When suppose I am adding minus 2 and minus 3. So what answer you will get?
Plus minus will become this plus, and then we will add.
No, minus will not become plus. I'm telling you, if I do, suppose I'm writing this question over here. Suppose the question is minus 2 minus 3. What will be the answer?
Minus pi.
Minus 5. So
We have to minus 2.
No. So I'm telling you the rules. Always remember the rules when you are doing the integer questions. When two positive numbers are added, you get a positive number. When two negative numbers are added, even if you put a plus sign over here, doesn't matter. So if you put, when two negative numbers are added, you will, what you will do, you will get a negative number. The answer is, you will add two numbers, which is 2 plus 3, 5. Okay. So 2 plus 3, you are getting 5 over here. And these two minus, you'll get a, because both are having minus sign, so you'll put a minus sign. So when two negative numbers are added, you will take both the signs, because you cannot take a positive sign over here. No positive is there. So both the negative signs are there. So you will just add the numbers and put a negative sign over here. So my two minuses, here you are not making it plus. Whenever two numbers are written like this, see, suppose if I write 2 minus 3. If I write like this, suppose, so then it is what? Then it becomes these two minus, because this minus, actually what is this? This is minus 1 into minus 3. Understood? This is, you are multiplying a minus with a minus. So when two minuses are multiplied, it becomes plus. So when we are doing multiplication, that also I'll explain. Here, if this condition and this condition is different. This is clear, the difference between these two conditions. Two minuses like this, minus into minus. This is minus into minus. So minus into minus is plus. But when two minuses adding, you will add, the operation is added, and the sign will be negative. So when two negative integers are added, you get a negative integer. Now, what is the last part? When integers with different sign, for example, suppose minus 3 and plus 1. These are two different signs. Okay. So when two different signs are added, what will be the answer?
Minus 2.
Minus 2. How do we do this? When two different signs are there, you just find out the difference and then write the sign of largest number. So 3 or 1 may, which one is the bigger number?
3.
And what is the sign with 3? Negative.
Minus. So minus.
Your answer will be, what will be your answer? First you will subtract bigger mein se, always you can subtract bigger mein se chota number, right? So bigger number minus smaller number is 2. So you get 2 over here, and then you will check the sign. The larger number has a sign negative. So my answer is negative. This step is clear to everybody, because then we would be doing questions and then you will understand. Any doubt is there how to solve plus and minus of integers? No?
No.
Now application. Where do we apply this negative number thing? You know, sea level, all of you know what is the sea level? Sea level is the level of sea, we consider it as 0. Okay, and all the places, the cities, all the places, the mountainous place and another mountain, or if you're going down inside the sea, they will have certain values related to 0. So if you consider the level of sea as 0, then above, anything above will be, it will be measured in meters. So above anything, this thing will be positive, and below 0 will be negative. So you can assume this is a vertical number line. Understood? So I can say that Mount Everest is at, you can find out, you can just Google it and find out what is the sea level of Mount Everest. You can find out it as a research work. Okay, well, two cities you take, what is the sea, how much height is it above the sea level, and how much, one below sea level and one above sea level. Understood what I'm asking? Two places you take, and what is its height above sea level, you can Google it and find it out. Okay, or Mount Everest or any place, how much high above the sea level that place is, you will get a value. Okay, understood this? So positive and negative. If you're going down, you will get a negative number, negative value. Going up, it will be a positive number. Now next thing is, where else you find a negative number? In temperatures. You know, ice melts at what temperature ice melt?
Minus 30 degrees.
No, ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, ice melts at what temperature? 0 degrees Celsius.
0 degrees.
Okay, understood that? Or water freezes into ice at, you can say, no, same thing, no?
0 degrees.
0 degree only. Water water freezes at 0 degree and it forms ice, and ice also melts at 0 degree and forms water. Same thing is there. Only thing is, you are in one process you are giving heat and one process you are taking out heat. Okay, that is science. But let us we see science and maths are interrelated, so we can move from one to other. Okay, so that is fine. So temperature is negative. So if I say, if you keep ice in freezer for suppose 1 day, the temperature of ice goes further down and it will go down to say -10 degree, -20 degree Celsius. Understood? Because the ice is formed at 0 degree Celsius and still you are cooling it. So the temperature will go down further and it will go to -10, -20. So it is going down. So that is negative temperature. So temperature also has negative numbers. So these are the various application that we find in daily life of negative numbers. Negative and
Ma'am,
yes.
can it happen like if it is we just keep a thing we keep ice in freezer and it is freezing for a long time,
Yes.
and then it reaches minus 100 degrees or something.
That
So
depends. It will
it will burst or something, ma'am. It will burst or something or not.
bursting depends. Bursting thing happens because of pressure. Okay. So not because of cooling or something. Some pressure difference happen and then bursting will take place. So that is a different topic of physics. When we study pressure, boiling, melting point, all those things, then that you can understand. Okay. So freezing, you are doing freezing. Freezing means you are taking out heat from it. You are cooling it, right? Taking out heat
Yes.
or cooling it. So that is why the temperature is going down. When the temperature goes down, so from 0 degree, where will it go? It will go in the negative part only, na?
Yes.
So it goes -10, -20, like that. And so this is the negative temperature. Many substances melt at negative temperature. Water freezes, you can say ice melts at 0 degree, but many substances melt at -100, -20, -50. There are many. When we do chemistry and physics, you will come to know that these various substances, they have negative melting point. Understood? Okay. So this was negative temperature. Now we'll do some practice questions. So just do first one. I want to see who is giving me answer first. You don't need to use number line. You just have to use the rules that I told you, the important rules. 2 negatives, what will be the answer? First, what you will do? 2 negatives means you have to add
-4.
2 negatives. 2 negatives. So
-20.
-4.
-20.
-4.
okay. First of all, tell me those who are telling -4. Yes. Saklin, you are telling -4. Yes. You tell me how you got -4.
When we add in minus, we go from we do it opposite like we do in normal numbers, integers.
See, if I draw a number line, just imagine a number line. Suppose I'm drawing a number line over here. Okay. This is a number line I have drawn. I'm just drawing it roughly. This is your 0 and I'm putting it over here. This suppose this is, I'm starting from -8 because -8 comes first. So this is -8 over here, -8. Okay. I have to jump towards left, and how many jumps I have to take? 12 jumps, right? So 8 के बाद just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. Okay. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have to draw it further. Please don't mind. It should be a straight line. I'm not using ruler, so that is why I'm getting this. Okay. How many are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more. 12. Okay, this 12 jumps I have to take. I'll reach here. Now which number is this? This was minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm getting minus 20. So I'm getting minus 20 over here. Understood? So this is minus 20. Answer is minus 20. So what rule you have to remember? When two minuses are there, you have to add the numbers and put a minus sign. These are two minuses are there, you just neglect because plus minus is minus only. Okay? Minus minus is plus, plus minus is minus. So this is minus 12 and minus 8. So what is minus 12 and minus 8? Using number line also you got it minus 20. And if you're not using number line, just calculate 12 plus 8. So 12 plus 8 and put a minus sign because majority has got minus sign. Understood this? Now understood how will you do these questions? Now tell me what is minus 9 and minus 7?
Minus 16.
Yes, it is minus 16. Is it correct, Saklain? Who else was telling? Who else was telling this minus 4 answer? Is it clear?
Yes.
It is very important to know the operations on algebra, on integers, because we will be using, it is like ABCD of maths. So you should know this concept. Now what is this? One is
One.
minus and one is plus.
One is the answer.
So answer is plus 1.
One.
What you will do? You will you will find the difference, and the bigger number is 17. It has got a plus sign, so plus 1. Okay, Saklain, now you tell me what is the answer of minus 3 and minus 14?
Minus 17.
Farhana told or Saklain told?
Ma'am, Humaira said.
Humaira said, okay. I'm just not getting who is telling. Okay. So it is correct. Minus 14 and minus 3 is minus 17. Okay. Because again, two numbers are there with two negative signs. So operation you have to do is addition, and the sign you have to put is the majority sign, which is negative. Now what is, this is simple. 47 plus 9. What is
56.
this? Is 50. Yes, correct. What is this? Minus 34 plus 67.
Minus 33. Minus 33.
Minus 33, is it
Plus
correct?
33. Plus 33.
No, only 30.
53.
Only 33, no, ma'am.
Yes.
Plus 33,
Why?
yes.
Because bigger number is
Bigger
plus
number.
67, na?
Yes.
Yes.
So bigger number ka sign you have to put. So it will be plus 33. Okay. Seventh one, minus 63 and plus 14. What is the answer?
Minus 49.
Minus
Minus 78.
49.
49.
Who told 78?
49. Minus 49.
Minus 49.
Minus 40.
Yes, it should be. See, one is minus, one is plus. So what you have to do? You have to find difference. Difference is subtraction. When you are subtracting, you are getting 49. And what is the bigger number sign? Negative.
Minus.
So minus 49 is the answer. What is the answer for the next
Minus
one?
98.
98.
Minus 98.
Yes, minus
Minus
98. 100 is greater than 2. You have to subtract. So what are the main important points? When two negatives are there, you have to add and write a negative sign. When two positives are there, you have to add and write positive sign. When one negative and one positive is there, you have to find the difference, and with the answer, you will write the sign of the bigger number. Is it clear? The rules are clear to you?
Yes.
Just show thumbs up. Clear to everyone? Yes, okay. I can see. Ahmad, I'm not able to see you. So I hope it is fine. Understood everything? Okay, yes. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Just see the temperature. Temperature is minus 15 degrees Celsius. The question is, can you see the question? How much must it rise to reach 6 degree, correct? The question is, how much should it rise to reach 6 degree? Use the thermometer on the left for help. This is the thermometer. It is already at minus 15 degrees Celsius and it has to reach at this point 6 degree. It is clear? 6 degrees here. Okay. So
21 degrees.
21. How will you count? You just count from here. 1, 2, 3. This is 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21. So the answer is 21 degree rise has taken place. Understood?
It's 21 degrees Celsius.
It is in Celsius, na? See, 21 degrees Celsius rise in temperature is there. Here it is written degree Celsius. You have to write just 21. Understood this? So this temperature question is very common in integers. You should know how much drop and rise is there. So we'll do some more question. A monkey is on the 3rd stair on a staircase and jump up by 4 more stairs. At which step will he be after he jumps? You take your time and solve this question. And I'll just give you a hint. How will you solve? You just make this vertical, this thing, number line, and just see is on the 3rd staircase. So you make it a 3 over here. Initially he's at 3 and jump by 4 more stairs. So 4 jumps you will have to make. 4 jump ke baad where will he reach? Okay, so
4.
here it will be 7.
He will reach on the 5th stair.
Answer you are telling me? At which
Yes.
answer you are telling me? Who is telling?
Yes, ma'am. Munib.
Munib. Okay, final answer. Let us check the answer. I'll do it here and see.
5 will be the answer.
5. 5th stair.
5, na? 5th
5.
stair. Okay. So how you will do? 4 jumps. So 7 pe he has reached. At which step will he be after? By 4 more. At which step will he be?
5.
He jumps back 2 stairs down. So 2
Five,
stairs
ma'am.
down. How much? Niche aaya.
5.
5.
Is what? 5?
5.
5 is the answer. Okay. You can see here he is currently at 3rd plus 3 ho gaya, goes up 4, so 7 ho gaya. Therefore he is at 7th staircase. And when he comes down 2, that means you are subtracting minus 2. So 7 minus 2 is 5. This is clear, everybody? Okay. Now next question is you have to put greater smaller sign. I think the time is going to be over. So just write this question in your notebook and give me the answer in the next class. All of you, just write the question. Written?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, I've write this some in our notebook.
Whose notebook?
In our notebook, I have to write this.
Yeah, in your notebook you have to write. You're solving it in your notebook only, na? So use your maths notebook to solve the questions. Okay, so this question you write and then solve it later. Then I'll just explain you. This is one more question. What is the value of this question? This question, just you write down this question and then I'll explain you how to do. Here what you have to do, this is minus 22, then brackets are there. You know the function of bracket. Okay, first you have to solve the brackets first. So first step will be just minus minus, make it plus and remove the bracket. Minus minus, make it plus, remove the bracket. Here only minus is there, so first bracket is like this. Then next step you will move this minus inside and solve. Understood how to do? Just write down this question. You're able to see the full question on the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So write down this question. These 2 questions you have to solve as homework and we'll check the answer in the next class. And one more practice thing I want to give you. Done?
Yeah, just 1 minute. Done.
Okay. All of you have written?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this you have to solve in your notebook, and next time I'll give you the answer. Okay, so many questions are there. Next time I'll give you the questions. See, there is one, this is practice questions for Flip Classroom. I'm giving you this link. I'll send this link on the group, and how you have to solve this. I'll just help you out in solving. See, you'll go to this link. This takes a, see, this is the page. Okay, this is using number 9. You have to solve the question. Answer you have to write here. It is what? Minus 9 plus 6. So I have to start from minus 9 and then plus 6. So I will lift it here, and from minus 9 I have to move it to plus 6. Correct? What
Ma'am, do we have to draw the number line, or we can do like this also?
you can do it in on this online only. I'm telling you to do it because questions I'm giving you in the notebook. So next class, today I gave you just little lesser number of questions. From next class onwards, I'll give you some practice questions.
By when do you have to submit the practice questions?
In the next class, when is your next class? Day after tomorrow?
Yeah, Friday.
Only 2 questions I have given you. These questions are for your practice, because you will get the answer over here. You just check you are getting the answer correct or not. And the new problem, if you do the new problem, you will get the answer. You will get a new problem. Minus 8 is there. So first point should be your minus 8. If you want, you can draw it in your notebook and do it. Both the ways is fine. Minus 8 is present over here. Plus 9 you have to do. So where you will go? Plus 9 is towards right. So from minus 8 you will move it to plus 9. From minus 8 plus 9 it comes here, where plus 1 is the answer. So yahan pe you will write the answer plus 1. Understood how to solve this? Again, then new problem. You will write the answer and then new problem you will get. So I'll just send this link so that you practice questions and at least do 10 questions of number line so that you understand on this only. Okay, is it fine? You'll be able to do
Yes.
Yes.
this.
Yes.
I can't see. This is just for your practice. The 2 questions which I gave you in the notebook, you just solve.
Ma'am, can you show the first question again 1 minute?
Okay. This one answer I gave you. This one question.
The previous one, ma'am.
This one. This you want?
Yes, ma'am. It's yeah, it's done.
Done. Okay, so that's all for today's class. If you have any doubt, plus and minus, please practice in integers the rules that I told you. 2 negatives, you will add, put a minus sign. Plus and minus, you will find the difference and put the sign of the greater number. 2 positives, you will add and put a positive sign. Understood? These rules are clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, so then
Right. I think thank you so much, ma'am. What we'll do is probably they had good long session. I want you to take a good break for 10 minutes. We have got something interesting. Shruti ma'am, probably what I'll do, end the class. Everybody, you will have to join it at 1 o'clock again. I've got some instruction on Google Classroom. Is that okay? Can you all join me again?
Yes.
The link on
Yes.
Yes.
on this link.
Yes, at this link. I'll end this class. I'll restart at 1 o'clock and I have a surprise for you at 1. Is that okay, everybody?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Shruti ma'am, and
Yes.
thank you, everybody. Take a break. 1 o'clock, I'm starting the link again.
okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.